MSNBC's chief Washington correspondent Nora O'Donnell's live in Grand Rapids, Michigan. And Nora, are people there because they're concerned about policies or just because they want to meet the celebrity, Sarah Palin?
They want to meet Sarah Palin, and there are thousands of people that have been lined up here since 5 o'clock this morning. Some even came last night. There were 1,500 people by 7 a.m. They're all standing and waiting in this line, even though Sarah Palin is not expected to be here for another 3 hours. It's truly remarkable when you look and talk to some of these people. A lot of people connect with Sarah Palin here, and this is a Republican district here in Grand Rapids, Michigan, that did vote for John McCain. We're talking to some people here. This is Joe, who clearly likes Sarah Palin. You can tell from his T-shirt. Explain why you like Sarah Palin.
She's a very real person. She is a very fresh breath of air in our political system that's gone very stale over the last many years. She's not afraid to tell it like it is, and you know, considering the three that we had running last time along with Sarah Palin, she was by far the most qualified to hold that office today.
More qualified than John McCain, her running mate?
More qualified. John McCain, Joe Biden, and Barack Obama, all they've ever done was hold a seat in the Senate for a debate committee.
A lot of people say she's settling scores in this memoir. Some people who worked for her on the McCain campaign. Is that fair? Should she be talking more about issues and policies than that stuff?
Well, I don't think she's settling scores. I think she's setting the record straight. I don't think she ever had the opportunity to do that because I think the hammer was clamped on her through the entire campaign. There was such a push from the people from Alaska to let Sarah be Sarah during the campaign because they knew that she wasn't being Sarah.
Right. Tell me your name.
Jackie.
Jackie, and you've been out here. Show me your T-shirt. You say tell me what it says.
The U.S. government handed out $700 billion in Wall Street bailouts, and all I got was this lousy T-shirt.
Did you know that Sarah Palin supported the bailout?
I don't. Where did you hear that?
During the campaign, John McCain brought everyone to Washington, praised the bailout, and Sarah Palin, during the debate, the vice presidential debate, praised John McCain for bringing folks together to pass the bill and said, it is a time of crisis in government. That's the time to step in. So Sarah Palin was for the bailout.
I don't think she was. I think if you asked her today, she was not for the bailout.
The reason I ask it, I think there's some confusion about Sarah Palin's policies, and that's why I ask you that. She's against the stimulus, but during the campaign, she was for the bailout, as was John McCain. Does that change your view?
No, it does not.
What is it that you most like about her? What policy?
She upholds the Constitution, the document that made this country so great, and that's what we need to go back to. We've gone so far from the Constitution that we're reaping the consequences of that right now.
Specifically?
Big government. The Constitution was written so that government would be limited and so that what didn't become out of control and it was in the hands of the people.
What's the top issue for you?
Well, definitely upholding the Constitution, keeping government to the size that it should be. Government is not the end-all solution. And if I could go back to that bailout bit, a lot of people were for the bailout, and then the day that it got passed, didn't Frank, what was his name? Oh, shoot, I can't even think of his name now. Whoever was in charge of the Fed come out and said they were going to change the rules of what the bailout was for completely. So they passed something that ended up totally being for something different. So that's kind of one of those questions that the initial reason for the bailout was probably acceptable in her mind, but then it ended up being something totally different the day after it was passed.
Hey, Joe and Vicki, thanks so much.
Thank you.
So, Tamron and David, you get a sense of some of Sarah Palin's supporters here. They feel a connection with Sarah Palin. They can't be specific in some cases about the issues,